Hello, and welcome to video number 3 in this series. If you haven't watched the first video, please do so, as my intention is laid out there. This series is not for entertainment purposes. In this video, the mechanics of deception are outlined. Deception is defined as the action of deceiving someone or a thing that deceives. What is the purpose of deception? Primarily, deception is the strategy used to mislead, trick, defraud, or lie to someone in order to gain an unfair advantage over them, in order to control and rob them. Ultimately, human societies are based on power relationships. Power can either be given openly, knowingly, and willingly to trusted individuals, or it can be taken by brute force or covertly, incrementally implemented through lies and deception. The question as always is, cui bono, or who benefits from the deception and power? Invariably, without exception, according to world history, it is the controllers and not the controlled. Deception on a one-to-one basis can have deadly ramifications for both parties involved. But on a grand scale, it ultimately results in the enslavement of the party or group that has been deceived. High stakes are involved: the loss of freedom and liberty. Think about that. Deception brings loss of freedom and liberty. Remember, people who are deceived don't realize they are deceived, or else they wouldn't remain deceived. Waking up and getting free isn't so simple. The process of deception requires premeditated intent to deceive. There must be a plan or strategy devised beforehand, and this is labeled a conspiracy. There are two kinds of lies used to deceive: lies of omission, and these occur when important information is left out or a pre-existing misconception is not corrected in order to hide the truth from others. Lies of commission. These occur when facts that are untrue are deliberately presented as true. Righteous, honest people won't and don't deceive anyone because they recognize that this kind of behavior is harmful to themselves and others and is just wrong. However, some men, tempted by power and wealth, override their conscience and, seeing the opportunity for easy gain, invent ways to deceive and cheat the unsuspecting and naive. Lying and deceiving is never right. Nevertheless, the history of man is the history of lies and deception. To deny this is simply to deny the historical record. Empires rise and fall on the intrigue of lies and deception. The Jesuit Vatican shadow empire that currently rules the world is no exception. It rules and exerts control over the masses behind a cloak of deception, via propaganda and disinformation. This is how it's done. In order to construct a deception, it is necessary to lie to the intended victims. A false picture is constructed and promoted through all channels, leading people to believe the lie. In order to maintain the deception, new lies must be told to perpetuate the program. Once lies and deception have been embraced and not recognized for what they are, it is a rapid downhill slide as each new generation embraces the deception as truth. Whole industries emerge, propping up the deception, which grows to become a juggernaut. The media, education, and culture sectors in society work tirelessly under instruction to maintain the framework of deception. Heads of governments, roundtable groups, secret societies, and industries milk the general populace whilst distracting them from the truth of their enslavement with entertainment programs and events designed to propagandize and reinforce the false reality that has been constructed around them. People, this is where we are right now. We're living in a matrix of lies. Ultimately, the deceived do not fare well, and any attempt to break free of the ever-tightening chains results in violence, protest, but retribution from the perpetrators, as they always hold the upper hand and use force to punish dissent. If you don't believe what I'm saying, have a look at history, where any group attempted to break free of deception and slavery, and you'll see suffering, bloodshed, and horror. Once true freedoms have been lost, they're almost impossible to get back. The Jesuits, through subterfuge, infiltration, dissembling, and revolution, have brought the human race down to slavery without people even knowing it. How clever is that? What guile, what wickedness, what relentless effort was required to deceive the whole world. Yet, they have accomplished this task single-mindedly over 500 years. Understanding this current situation is the first step towards truth and away from lies. I'll see you in the next video.